In the news tonight, we have some breaking news to tell you about. Charlie Horner, Saturday, was at Rappahannock River and did contract a bacterial infection, which he received a cut in his foot, on his foot, which contracted to his leg, which led to get his leg amputated. He died at the Memorial Regional Hospital, which is the hospital that he helped build, and also was very instrumental with Bon Secure, and also helped with Fairmount Christian Church in Hanover. Rick Raines has given a wonderful little eulogy of what he's done, where he's helped build churches in Haiti. Basically, this guy lived by showing examples of faith and showing examples of Christ with the people that he valued and loved so dearly and served. Charlie Horner had to get, after he got his leg amputated, died due to a bacterial infection. A lot of waters around here and rivers have higher levels than normal of infectious bacteria. If you have a cut on your foot, or if you get cut in the river, you need to watch it, clean it out really good, and really watch it. If it changes in 24 hours, then you need to go to the hospital immediately. Don't wait a few days and think it's just part of normal, because this is why Charlie Horner died. Our prayers and thoughts and condolences go out to the Horner family at this time. We're sorry that happened to you, and we know just like Rick Raines says, that he's in a better place, which he is. And one day we will all see him again. If you're a Christian, you're born again, you will definitely see him again, and we will be rejoined. He did a wonderful thing. It was great and an honor to have him in this life. He died at the age of 75 years old of a marriage of 54 years. We love you, man. We'll see you again. Sorry you had to die this way, but I guess God wanted you to go home. Anyway, which brings us to another news of a story that broke out today in Florida, where these people are being possibly fined for, I'm not kidding and I cannot make this up, being fined for having a cookout, the smoke from their grill that is in question, where they've been harassed by a lady across the street for 3 years, and then this environmentalist guy came up in plain street clothes, just walked up and wrote him up, and they're probably going to be fined for it. I want to warn you, though, there's some cussing in this video, so I just want to tell you that ahead of time. Please watch this video.
Unreasonably interferes with the comfortable use and enjoyment of property, life or property, or creates a nuisance. Okay? So this is a nuisance.
To this dumbass neighbor over here, but nobody on this street, nobody on this street that's lived here for 40 years has ever complained.
I suggest what you should do if you believe your neighbor's harassing you. I think you can figure out yourself, contact somebody about that. I don't know. I'm only here because of the owner. I'm only here because of the smoke.
I'm glad you got some pretty good evidence of affecting neighbors, because you don't see no smoke.
Well, I just took 3 pictures of smoke while we
But I got a question, sir.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
The people right next door cooked out last weekend to her.
Well, you didn't complain.
She didn't complain.
Well, I don't know.
So we're across the street.
She may be upwind. It may be something else.
That's some horse shit.
See, there you go. I can smell it.
Some crazy stuff, I know.
When I'm on your property, you're allowed to have smells on your property, so that doesn't count. But when I'm on the street,
oh my goodness.
So you can't smell barbecue smoke on the street.
I can smell barbecue smoke. I'm suggesting right now.
Is that against the law?
The law says. You want me to read it again?
Then everybody around here cook out. Why nobody?
All I can tell you is if you want to call on your neighbors that you feel like you're being impacted by them, feel free. We will come and address it the exact same way as we do any other person who calls. So that's how it works.
Okay, so everybody can cook out except me. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Well,
everybody in the whole world.
Tell you that
everybody in the whole world can cook out except me. That's what you tell me. Because everybody else cooks out around here.
We sure ain't gonna stop.
Nobody harasses them.
We sure ain't gonna stop.
I'm cooking out, and I barely have
fire department, ambulance, police.
These kept showing up when the lady across the street called them. That's why they would show up. It's getting really crazy, but this is happening everywhere all over America. So you can't make this up, folks. Not just to these black people, nice people, but it's happening to all races, not just these African American people here, but it's happening to white people too as well. But listen to this. It's a little odd. That's really odd. They all should have the same copy of rules.
The police and the police department looking at different rules.
Talk to this company. They haven't told us that we can't barbecue.
We're not a company, we're a county, but okay.
Okay, well, whatever this is.
Right.
We're talking to these people.
That's all right, because we can get Mr. Newton to talk about it, man. And Mr. Roussan, we'll get them to talk about it. We're sick of this.
Well, so anyway, so I'm just suggesting that there is a rule at play here, and that basically what you're doing looks like it may be in the counter to the rule as far as the objectionable.
So I'm breaking a rule.
So
I'm suggesting that
what's the end result?
I'm simply suggesting that it appears from my observations off your site here that you have smoke leaving. That's prohibited. And you
what's the consequences?
Okay, so what is a barbecue?
That is not for me to decide. I can only write it up and send it into our department.
What is a barbecue grill for if you can't smoke?
Right. Why do they sell it? Why do they sell it in Publix?
You are within your property line.
I have a tent over my grill. I'm in my back.
So we're supposed to control the smoke and the wind where it's blowing.
One of your concerns at a time. Okay? So
this stuff is funny, man. That's why I'm recording it, bro.
Your property. You can do what you want as long as it doesn't go over.
Did you see smoke over there?
I saw smoke leaving your property.
Did you see it over there?
Chris, don't even argue with it. Chris, don't argue with it.
The neighbors, it has to be
There's a neighbor right there.
They're not calling you. She's calling you.
Well,
she's way across the street.
Once you leave a property line,
you didn't see any smoke over there.
Once you leave the property line, you're not allowed to do that. According to the rule states.
Because don't sweat it, dog.
Property line is
it's
your
horseshit.
side of the property line.
We can't get stressed out. We can't get stressed out about it, dog.
All right, well,
it doesn't make sense. You're gonna buy a barbecue grill and you can't smoke it. What does it do?
They're gonna sell wood
inside my house.
They sell wood in Publix.
They sell the wood in public. So you're telling me I'm breaking laws?
It's only how you are able to do it in your property.
Oh my goodness!
I'm trying to be most concealed as I can. I got a tent over my grill. I got a fence. Now what else can I do?
Nothing. Just keep barbecuing.
Well, you're right on the property line. So if you put it in the middle of your property, maybe you have a better effect.
No, you can't control the wind. God controls that.
They do sell smokers that actually keep all but a very small portion of the
that's horseshit.
That's unheard of. That's unheard of. Okay, well, I've seen them, but
I've never been forced.
I gotta buy a special grill.
I've never in my life been forced to use a grill of any kind.
Can I say one more thing? Because
let me finish what I'm saying, and then
there's no smoke going nowhere over there. We've been here for 10 minutes.
I'm not telling you any specific thing to do, sir. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm simply giving you ideas. Sir, you had a question.
I just know we've been living for 40 years, and it's the first time this ever happened. In this house, and we've cooked out for 40 years.
But you just said it's been happening the last 3 years.
Since she moved in here.
She's been harassing us the last 3 years, since she moved here.
All right. Well, fair enough. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah, did you go over there and shoot that bitch?
All right, well, you have my contact information, sir. If you need anything, give me a holler. Have a good day.
She's complaining again, guys. We make sure we're recording this. This is add to the list of complaints.
Just some crazy stuff, ain't it? I tell you.
In our yard. Nobody bothers that lady.
It's the way some neighbors can be, you know. It's really, really crazy.
Why he go park over there in front of her house? You coming over here to look at stuff? Man, this junk funny, man.
So there you go. That's it. And, you know, that's really, we can't make this up. We warned you. InfoWars warned you. Alex Jones did. We did too, that they're going to start doing these laws and they're rolling them out all over the place. And the cops don't even know. They have one version of the law while the firemen and other officials have different versions of the rules. And so one person might say it's okay while another might come and fine you for something. So this is proof that this is already being rolled out. It's not just aimed at particular races in general. It's aimed at everybody. They're not just doing this to African Americans, and they're doing this to all people, man. But this is just an example. It's not that they're being racial here. It's not about that. It's just they're trying to find fines because the state is broke and the country is broke. So they got to come up with more ways to get it, and that's how they do it. So Michael DeSilva, InfoWar Media exclusive. Look at our Facebook page to see more about it. Watch the video for yourself and share that video. And, of course, this will be out shortly. Thank you. So anyway, we got some other things to tell you about. Just a bunch of things. We don't understand. We still haven't heard anything more from the Christian churches and churches of Christ closed chat group that we were a part of. Now they have 6.1K members, meaning 6,100 members. And it's weird that EL, my aunt and Sharon and EL, my cousin, are a part of that. But since they've been a part of it, I have been kicked off. and I got no warnings of any kind or anything, so I have put them up for review for harassment, because that could be interpreted as harassment, which it is. So they are up for review. So if you wonder why you're under review, that's why. And I will keep putting you under review until I get a statement from you and let me know why you removed me off there without no warning of any kind, because I didn't violate any rules or anything. So since you didn't give me that, you'll be put under review until I get a reason why. All right, so therefore, that's how we do it. All right, so that's the news. And of course, there's just all kinds of things going on in this country that are really evil and sinister and wrong. And we have drugs coming in over the border. We have all kinds of things going on. Forced inoculations will be coming to a hospital or school or town near you soon, because it already started rolling out in California. There was a shooting that took place at a movie theater last night in Alabama. It's believed that the guy was suicidal and was on drugs, just like many of the patterns before, just like the guy that went and shot up that church in Charleston, South Carolina, where minister was having a Bible study there, and 9 black African Americans were killed as a result of it at that church, including the pastor of that church, just about almost a month ago. And now we see more of these copycats coming out. It's like they're doing this to take away our guns. I'm telling you, this is what's causing this to happen. They're using all different races to go in and just shoot up. They had 2 people died at that theater last night. Found out the guy had a past history of he writing anti-government, and he did not like Obama, and he anti-government sentiments ism, and also they say that he just didn't get along with people, and he was always causing trouble and stirring up trouble and saying things on the blog, and had a blog, and then when he didn't like something, he would just say, "I'm going to kill myself," and he said it several times. Well, he actually did that last night at a theater in Alabama. So killed 2 people and injured probably about 8 or 9 people that were attending the movie down there at that time, which is really crazy and bizarre Thursday night. This just happened last night. So turns out to be he's on psychotropic drugs and did go in for involuntarily being committed to a mental hospital, and that's what they found out. Authorities have found out, and it's under investigation, and they're still looking into more other things too as well. Could it be terrorism? Could it be just hate crime? Could it be just violence? And I just think it's a case of just someone that just lost their mind and just shot everybody up, and he ended up taking his own life, which is what happened. So anyway, this is in the news just to tell you some of the major things that are going on in this country. Please pray for our churches and our leaders that they would go and have courage behind the pulpit and grow a set of spine and kahunas and start telling the truth and start preaching the whole message of God instead of just preaching certain parts of it, and stop promoting love and peace, even though it's part of it. Let's talk about the real issues about women and men equality. Talk about really producing men and women leaders in the home. Talk about how to rebuild the church structure as a whole, and how to rebuild, our children, to give them mentors that they can go to without having to be afraid, or where people aren't so afraid and in fear that everybody's intrinsically a bad person that goes to church or at school, because of the news media has put that out there and has put that notion in people's mind, because some people are bad, but not everybody. And so therefore, let's help bring people together and start creating more groups in homes and even churches in homes, hence most churches did come and start from homes. This is Michael DeSilva in the news from InfoWars. So you can't make this up. I'll see you later. This is an update for tonight. Hope you enjoy it for the 24th of July, 2015. Shalom.